I was looking at the bigger buttons down there. It says it's going.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast tonight here on the TrojanRadio.com. Ryan Holt here alongside Drew Huey. Right outside the press box on the top row stands here at the Yellow Jackets nest. Here in Thomasville, Georgia, Thomas County, breaking open into region play tonight. Huge game between Lee County and Thomas County Central as we get the region play, region 2 of 5A underway. Man, I'm a poet, didn't know it.
There you go. Just put it straight out there. You know, both of these teams are ranked high in 5A overall. Yes. So tonight's going to be a very interesting competition just with that in mind. Both are well ranked in the top 15 in the state over all regions and all classifications. So two very strong programs here tonight. Lee County High School and Thomas County Central. So get that correct. So it's going to be, if the rain's hold off, it's going to be a little bit.
I'm looking around and I'm a weather nerd, practice quantitative meteorologist, I guess. But I've been looking at all the forecasts and everything, and for the most part, everything that I've seen says from now on tonight, there's not supposed to be any rain. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and just pray that that's going to be the case tonight. Although we are prepared in case any raindrops do come falling, although I did not bring any rain music to play tonight. Goodness, since we're not at the Trojan Field at home. I do want to get into the good statistical information. The Georgia High School Football Historians Association always provides some great information. Lee County Trojans 55 seasons of football, 269 wins, 307 losses and 7 ties with 2 state championships and 8 region championships. Which Steve Fabrizio in his 17th season of football, 150 wins, 51 losses, with 2 state championships and 7 region championships to his credit since he's been with the team. This season so far, Trojans are 4-1 overall. Wins over Warner Robins, Tift County, Hapeville Charter, and forfeits last week with North Florida Educational Institute, and the lone loss coming back a couple weeks ago, September 12th, to Colquitt County. Of a 43-36 loss. They could have gone differently had we had more time on the clock. Thomas County Central coming into their 67th season of football, 459 wins, 286 losses, 9 ties. They have 6 state championships and 14 region championships with their head coach, Justin Rogers. Justin Rogers has been head coach for 12 seasons. He has a record of 114 wins and 25 losses, 1 state championship and 3 region championships to his credit. I did want to mention that Coach Rogers has been here. I lost it. I had it and I lost it. Sorry about that. But during this time here at Thomas County Central, he has been here this is his 4th season. It is time for the national anthem at a moment of silence. The Yellow Jacket Band is on the field, so we will step away momentarily. Thanks for being with us tonight on the broadcast. TrojanRadio.com as the colors are presented here on the field tonight. Trojans and Yellow Jackets here in Thomasville tonight to kick off the region schedule. Thanks for being with us tonight. TrojanRadio.com.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for resurrection from the dead. Thank you for allowing all of us to be gathered here on the floor. Lord, I ask that you watch over and keep everyone here safe tonight. Lord, protect the athletes from any injuries and that all of the teams will show good sportsmanship tonight. Thank you for the perfect staff that made this program happen. Thank you for everything you have provided us and allowing everyone to be here tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thomas County Central Yellow Jacket Marching Band. Get ready for finishing up pregame festivities. Get ready for the kickoff of the game coming up here in just a few minutes. I was looking at the scoreboard clock, Drew, and I noticed it says 16 and a half minutes. So once they've decided to change the time, the start time a little bit, we may be starting a little after 7:30. So we shall see.
I was wondering if that was going to tick down to 15. But with a minute and 17 to go, I would expect to see players out. So I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know, but, we'll be right here. We wanted to finish up the information from the Georgia High School Football Historians Association, GHSFHA.org. Again, Justin Rogers, the coach of the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets for the last 4 seasons. During his 4 seasons here, he is 43-3. During his time, he has accounted for the 1 state championship and the 2 region championships during his time here. Thomas County Central coming into tonight's contest 5-0. They won. They have really scored and scored and scored and scored and scored. The first game of the season, they beat Monroe 56-7. They beat Hero the following week 56-0. They beat the Florida High School, FSU High School from Tallahassee 79-14. They beat crosstown rival Thomasville 55-7. And on the 12th of this month, they beat Bainbridge 49-0. Of course, they were off last week, and then Trojans, by virtue of the forfeit, were also off last week.
Brian, they're starting fast in their games too. They are getting over 3 touchdowns on average in the first and second quarter. So when they're scoring points, they're running some offense, and they're running it fast. As soon as they get the ball, they're putting downfield.
Well, that's the thing that has been most amazing for the Trojans. I would say it was opposite that, because if you use the Concord County game as any indication, we would score anything until the second half.
Well, on the flip side of that, Lake County is in single digits in quarter 1 and quarter 2, and double digits scoring in quarter 3, and most of that in quarter 4. So it'll be interesting to see how the fast start beats the fast finish. Didn't work really well against Colquitt County. So at some point, it'd be good to jumpstart maybe in Q2 instead of Q3.
Well, one of the things that we were up against 2 weeks ago with Colquitt County in Leesburg was just that whole idea of we spotted them too many points. We let them get too far ahead, and then it really was impossible to try to make up a difference. However, I will say the Trojans really put on a show second half, especially fourth quarter, because once we reached that 30-point difference when Colquitt was up 36-6, that's what made the difference in that running clock. And then, as we said, a lot of times we felt like those precious seconds were burning off the clock. And we weren't doing enough, moving quickly enough to get out there, get set, and then make the play happen. So if we had those minutes back, I think we would have seen a different ending in that fourth quarter.
I agree. It would have been certainly closer going into the fourth quarter and how it played out. You're running, because obviously the nines may be working differently, but physically they were running their same offense that they would normally run if there was not a running clock, if the clock was going to stop and give them that moment of respite where they could breathe, they could talk, they could chat, but that didn't happen because it just continued to run.
So Thomas County Central is at the beginning, before the band came out, they were actually honoring members, inducting new members into the Thomas County Schools Sports Hall of Fame. And so they did that momentarily, or earlier. And then the band has already played the national anthem. We've already done all of those things, and we still have 12 minutes to go according to the game clock.
And no players.
Yeah, nobody's out yet. And they're announcing different names and various things and honoring different people here in the stadium. And so, of course, we are awaiting the kickoff, which will be here momentarily. Now, I did bring a number of other things to share with us, too, as we get ready for kickoff tonight. A look around Region 2 5A. Houston County 5-0. They were off last week, and they are hosting veterans at Freedom Field tonight and Warner Robins. Thomas County Central 5-0 overall. They were off last week, and they are hosting us, Lee County Trojans, tonight here in Thomasville. Trojans coming in overall 4-1. It was a forfeit with the North Florida Educational Institute, and we are here in Thomasville taking on the Yellow Jackets of Thomas County Central tonight. Coffee High School 2-3. They lost to mainland Florida last week, 14-7. They're at Northside Warner Robins tonight and at McConnell-Tolliver Stadium. Veterans High School is 2-3 overall. They lost to Warner Robins 27-17. They're at Houston County tonight at Freedom Field. And then Northside Warner Robins 0-5. They lost to Peach County last week 19-6. And they are hosting Coffee High School tonight. So interesting look about things. Again, one big surprise that I'll mention, Northside Warner Robins, historically storied program, many wins through the seasons, through the years. Not only that, but state championships, tons of region championships. And for the last several years, they've had several coaching changes, and as a result, they're on another new coach this year, and they are 0-5. Of course, Coffee High School, which is surprising. Generally speaking, just about every team in our region is ranked in the state. Thomas County Central, Houston, Lee County, and Coffee. But for some reason this year, again, a new coach. We'll see the Coffee High School Trojans at John Hines Stadium next week in Douglas. But they are 2-3 overall. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the region win tonight between the Coffee Trojans and the Northside Eagles.
It will be interesting, and consistency is important. These are high school age young men. Consistency is so important. It can happen where you have a new coach, a new system, some new ideas, and success can continue because you have this tremendous treasure trove of talent. But for the most part in high school football, the talent is still being developed, and that inconsistency is what can create talent issues being applied. So,
well, and two, when you've got 14 to 18-year-olds who are coming out in front of 5,000 people, and especially in the Jackets Nest here, which is not one of the nicest places to play in terms of just how much noise the home side will make. Especially, they are well known for their vuvuzelas, those amazing horns that are played like at soccer games and that sort of thing. And one thing that you will hear, and I'm sure people at home will be listening and hear all this stuff on the microphone, is just how loud they can be, for sure.
those truly fall under to me, the category of noisemaker, not an instrument. It's a noisemaker.
That's right. Yeah, and it's interesting too. There are a number of people who have complained to the Georgia High School Association to have those just absolutely outlawed and just done completely away with. Unfortunately, I haven't seen that happen, but we'll see if they are brought out tonight and making some noise. Just a quick check of the radar. It appears that there are some showers headed across the Florida state line into Georgia, currently moving to the northeast, and I'm afraid we may be throwing some jackets and covering up some stuff here in just a little bit. But again, keeping our fingers crossed that won't be close. high school marching Trojan band, so you will hear a lot of them tonight. The folks across the way over in the home press box were messaging me and saying, hey, you might want to watch out for rain around 8 o'clock. So that may be our future coming up. So we'll have to watch that and see. But anyway, we are here at Yellow Jacket Stadium in Thomasville as we get ready to kick off region game number 1 tonight between the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets and the Louisiana Trojans. I'm able to see some captains. Captains are lining up on the sideline. They are about to make their way down the field with one of the refs. We still have a little less than 6 minutes before this game is kicked off. But we are expecting a big game tonight. I know it's a tall order for the Trojans tonight because we have been very consistent with our offense recently. That whole idea of trying to replace, you can't replace the Weston Bryan and Usmani Chroma, but we have found flashes of brilliance from Jordan Bush as well as Snipes as they take turns at the quarterback position so far this season. And we are halfway through the season. We've played 5 games. There's only 5 games left in the regular season. And October starts on Wednesday. So quite a fast school year so far, Drew. And I'm thankful that things have been going well for the team, but it's going to be a big test tonight for the Trojans.
Real football starts tonight. It really does. We were talking about the standings earlier as I looked at the standings and look at them now. It's that column in the far right that says region where everyone is 0-0. That's right. That's what's going to drive the rest of the season. And that's going to be, and that starts tonight. It looks like if these are the captains coming out, we're going to have a little 4-on-3 action going on. I'm not sure. I still don't see the other team members anywhere. Goodness. Maybe someone was late. That could be it.
Anything is possible. Yeah, that's absolutely right. We were not notified of anything different. With 4 minutes to go with a 7:39 kickoff, that's a little bit different, but we'll make it work, whatever the case happens to be. But anyway, regardless, the captains are making their way down the sidelines, and they're getting ready to just do the coin flip and figure out what's going on as the Yellow Jacket Marching Band plays Hey, Hey. No, hey, hey, goodbye. Just always a crowd pleaser. Just kind of early to be playing that tonight. Captains for the Trojans tonight, number 1, Messiah Jackson. Number 9 is Justin Jones. 58 for the Trojans tonight is Cade Green. And number 81 is Jamarin Arnold. Trojans in all white tonight. White tops, white pants, white Nemos. Carrying the white helmets with a black stripe down the middle and the black Rocker Lee logo. Teams coming out of the locker rooms right now. Cheerleaders have the big Lee Trojans crash through right on the goal line here on the visitor side as we get ready for kickoff coming up here in just moments. Thanks for being with us tonight on the broadcast. TheTrojanRadio.com. Brian Holt alongside Drew Huey. Missing the twins tonight. Micah and Andy back in Leesburg, holding things down for us there, and so they're here in spirit with us, just like the Holt children as well, Zachary and Levi, who helped out recently with Jumbotron and radio and all the things.
So if it starts raining, we can kick it back to the station. Just the whole children and the twins.
That'd be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Now, if it does start raining, then we're just going to cover up all the stuff that might shock us, and then just continue to do what we can. again, I was looking at all the radar earlier and I didn't see anything. And anyway, sure enough, and there come the Yellow Jackets and they're the Vuvuzelas. Sounds like some people have some trumpets over there as well.
Fear not, our band will make the equivalent amount of noise.
Absolutely.
Shake the hands of the field. Trojans coming back over to line up. Here come the Jackets. Make their way. They come running in. The cheerleaders spell SHCCT. Here come the Trojans. Cowbells sounding full effect tonight. Let's get this thing started. The Trojans look ready in their all-white uniforms. That's right. White out tonight here at Yellow Jacket Stadium at the Nest. Trojans in all white. Again, white tops, white pants with the white numerals, as well as the white helmet, the black rocker wing logo on the side. Sounds kind of simple. Navy blue jerseys with gold numbers, gold pants, gold helmet with a stylized TC on the side. Cue up the oh song as we get ready for kickoff. Waiting for the refs to move down there in midfield. Time to start. The home side over there is full, and there's quite a few Lee County fans here who've made the trip down US 19 from Leesburg tonight. Well, I think we're going to start. Yep. All 7 refs have run to their respective places. Trojans making their way out on the field. Knight will kick it off. So Yellow Jackets will receive to begin the game tonight. So number 33, Knight for the Trojans, teeing it up on the 40-yard line, close to the near hash. We're here on the visitor side, getting ready for region game number 1. Trojans coming into tonight's contest 4-1 overall. Yellow Jackets 5-0. Trojans are set. Knight ready to kick it off. Making his way up to the ball, and we are underway here in Thomasville tonight. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line, coming out across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Huge return for the Yellow Jackets, and that's where they'll set up shop. First and 10 from their own 44-yard line. 11:51 to go here in the first quarter, just underway between the Yellow Jackets and the Trojans. That was a very strong return as he started up this near side. Had good blocking in position, and he just went right through the gaps that were there.
Well, and I hope one thing that the Trojans understand is that the Yellow Jackets came to play ball tonight. 2 receivers far side. Quarterbacking tonight for the Yellow Jackets is number 11.
Jalen Johnson.
Johnson snap, give, running right up the middle, across the 45, up close to the 49-yard line. Ball carrier that time was number 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
That's Christian Lawrence. He's been having a real good season this year so far. This is region play. Let's see how it carries over.
One receiver, far side, 2 near side. Snap. Quarterback's going to call his own number, get across the midfield stripe, but he's stopped right there around the 49-yard line. And Johnson with the carry that time. Third down. Again, Yellow Jackets very aggressive first quarter, scoring the most points. Two receivers each side. Got Lawrence lining up beside Johnson. Snap. Looking to throw, airing it out near side. That pass is incomplete. Messiah Jackson, thank you, sir. Pass was intended for Jabari Watkins, and that ball falls incomplete. And the Trojans hold the Yellow Jackets to 3 and out. It's fourth down now for the Yellow Jackets. It all's on the Trojan 48-yard line with 2 yards to go.
They're going to go for it on fourth down.
They are.
That's what it looks like. Messiah did a good job on that coverage. He initially lost coverage, but he closed that gap and pulled up, and now they are going to go on fourth down.
Timeout. Fabrizio went over to the side judge and said, timeout, please. And so letting the team coming to the side to come up with a good plan after seeing TCC line up at 4th and 2, getting ready to go for it. The ball's on the Trojan 48-yard line as the Yellow Jackets move from left to right. With 10:42 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Trojans and the Yellow Jackets.
As they approach the line, everyone's getting into position pretty quickly. It's like they rehearsed this. They know what their first drive, direction of their plays are going to be, how they're going to execute it, and you can tell that from the TCC Yellow Jackets.
One thing about the scoring for the Yellow Jackets, as you stated earlier in the pregame show, is just how efficient they are during the first quarter and the number of points they score on a regular basis. And so just for them to come back out and say, okay, well, it's 4th and 2, we're going to go for it here, and we're going to do our best to try to pick up that first down. 4th and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. They're going for it. Man in motion, moving near side. 2 receivers now for Johnson and the Yellow Jackets.
And 1 defender. There he comes. He's moving out now.
Trying a hard count to get the Trojans to jump off sides, but it doesn't work. Snap. Give. Lawrence has got the first down and more. Did the ball pop out? No, I don't think so, but he picked up the first down. Got across the 45 down inside to the 43-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from the Trojan 43-yard line as they move up to the line quickly. 3 receivers near side for the Yellow Jackets. Snap to Johnson. Looking to throw. He's got all day. Airs it out midfield, and it's caught far side, but he falls down after he catches it. It's another first down for the Yellow Jackets over on that far side. Ball is down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Ball, the receiver that time was Watkins, number 4. Yellow Jackets up to the line quickly. 1 receiver near side. Now moving some personnel around. Now 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Snap. Give. End around coming this way. Number 2 jumps over a guy, falls inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Bringing up second down now for the Yellow Jackets. Only about 2nd and 1 to go. Picking up huge yards that time by Lawrence. 9:43 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Yellow Jackets and the Trojans. And they're back on the ball ready to go. 3 receivers far side, 2 near side. Empty backfield for Johnson. Now they move personnel all over the place. 1 receiver far side. 1 each side now. Snap to Johnson. Give to Lawrence. Trying to find a way up the middle. And is stopped just inside the 5. It's 1st and goal to go now for the Yellow Jackets from the 4 as they just move the ball at will, however they want to go. 9:14 to go here in the first quarter. No score, but the Yellow Jackets are knocking on the door. 1st and goal to go from the 4. 2 receivers far side for Johnson and the Yellow Jackets. Snap. Give. Lawrence pushing his way down close to the goal line. They're going to say he got to the 1. So first and goal to go becomes second and goal to go, this time from the 1. As the clock continues to roll down, we're down to 8:40 to go here in this first quarter. Jackets up to the line once again. 2 receivers far side for Johnson. Snap. Johnson calls his own number, and he's in for a score. Touchdown, Jackets. 8:28 to go here in the first quarter, and the Yellow Jackets jump out to a 6-0 lead here in Thomasville tonight.
You know, Jalen Johnson, he's been getting a lot of yards. He's almost 200 yards per game, 186.
Wow.
166 passing, 189 total. So he's producing a lot. He's producing a lot on their offense, and he seems to run it with pretty good efficiency there. Calling what they needed to do.
Kick is up and good. TCC now leads 7-0 with 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for being with us tonight on the broadcast. TheTrojanRadio.com. Reinhold alongside Drew here in the Jackets Nest.
Lovely evening in South Georgia. Now we get a chance to see the Trojans with the football.
Absolutely. And praying that the rain goes around and away. .28 to go here in the first quarter. Trojans trailing 7-0. TCC have the ball first to start the game, and they drive down the field and score. So TCC up 7-0 over the Trojans. TCC now pick up high into the ring kick. Going to go out the back of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback for the Trojans, and the Trojans will have the ball first and 10 from our own 20-yard line, moving from right to left.
So getting that ball through the end zone is an effective tool. It's a very effective tool, and that like I said, puts them out here on the 25, not the 40.
That's right.
So let's see what the offense is ready to do. And
starting to feel some raindrops.
Yep. We got a quarterback change.
Is that Jordan Bush?
Looks like it.
One receiver each side. Snap. Give going right up the middle, and it's Kenton Williams who's across the 20, up close to the 25-yard line. So first and 10 becomes second and 8 for Lee County as we move from right to left. Second and 8. Snap, looking to throw. Jordan Bush is going to be sacked back inside the 20-yard line.
The offensive line is really going to have to hold up to this. The defense is as efficient as the offensive line was. They're really getting through the cracks and putting a lot of pressure on Jordan.
Third and 12 now for the Trojans, moving from right to left. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side for Jordan Bush. Hard count gets the Yellow Jackets to jump off sides. So 3rd and 7. Absolutely.
I like it.
I like that their ref has a microphone. You can actually hear what's being said. That is really good. As the rain continues to come down with more vigor, I'm thankful for this ledge that we are sitting under. All those vuvuzelas sounding like a bunch of buzzing bees over there. Snap, Jordan looking, quick pass near side, incomplete. Intended for Arnold here on the near side. It would have been enough for a first down, but it's 4th and 7 now, so the Trojans will have to pump this away. Knight coming in. So number 33, Knight will pump this away. Again, as we have seen and said all season long, we got to find some answers with offense. And again, it's been a struggle with Jordan and with Snipe, or it's with Bush and Snipe. So it's a nice kick by Knight. It's going to take a bounce and continue to roll. It's going to be caught inside the 40. There's a flag. TCC signaled for a fair catch, but then the defender came over and knocked him down. Threw a flag. So I'm afraid it's going to be a penalty on the Trojans because of the return man.
Yeah, obviously he didn't see the fair catch signal. Maybe he was tangled up with one of the gunners or something, but you know, goodness, that's a costly penalty at the 40-yard line.
So Trojans shoot themselves in the foot with that penalty, personal foul penalty, which will give the Yellow Jackets the ball over the midfield stripe at our own 47-yard line. So short yardage, short field to work with. 6:36 to go here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets up 7-0 over the Trojans. The Trojans had the ball, went 3 and out, had to put it away. And then, of course, defender ran into the return man and gave them a 15-yard penalty. Snap to Johnson. Give. Lawrence running right up the middle and picks up 4, 5, maybe even 6 yards. They're going to take that down to the 41. So, yeah, call it 6 yards. 2nd and 4 upcoming for the Yellow Jackets as they move from left to right.
They're right on top of the wall, making adjustments as they approach the snap.
Snap, give, walk to the ball again. Man, huge hole down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. It's another first down for the Yellow Jackets. Call it the 34-yard line. 6:01 to go here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets up 7-0. All receiver each side, all in the middle of the field. Whistles everywhere. Let's see what the indication is.
I believe it's going to be a band violation.
So the handoff came over to Coach Fabrizio. So now he's having to tell the band to stop playing. And so now they decide, well, let's get the play back underway. The band was being too loud, and so instead of playing, they'll start screaming in just a second. The Yellow Jackets were the 1st and 10 inside Lee County's 34-yard line as they move from left to right. 2 receivers near side now for Johnson. Lawrence in the backfield. Snap. Johnson looking to throw. Got some time, under some pressure now, and just decides to throw it away. Nobody over here on this side. Fabrizio is asking for intentional grounding, but he doesn't get it.
Yeah, there was no one there at all. And he wasn't outside the hash. I don't understand it.
Montravius Clay was in pursuit. And just as he was getting to Johnson, that's when Johnson released and got an incomplete pass. So 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. One receiver near side. Snap. Running right up the middle. Down inside the 15. Oh, excuse me. Down inside the 20. I apologize. It's another Yellow Jacket first down. The ball is now squarely on the 20-yard line as they move from left to right. 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets 7, Trojans 0. Really hoping that the Lee County defense would stay off the field as much as possible, but hold them and keep them from scoring every time they have the ball. Snap. Johnson calls his own number and is smothered right behind the line.
That seemed to, they made good progress. They made good push up the middle, but it's almost like they were on a different page because all of a sudden he went straight up and it looked like everyone else was moving out to the outside, coming wide.
So call it 2nd and 11, a loss of a yard for the Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers near side for Johnson and the Yellow Jackets with 4:38 to go here in the first. Give Lawrence trying to go right up the middle, but there's nothing there. He is absolutely smothered after picking up a yard or two. And it's 3rd down now for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd and about 8 upcoming as the Trojan defense stands tall here with 4:18 to go here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets 7, Trojans 0.
That's some momentum that we really need right now. Is the defense to stand in that gap and just put a stop on it.
And how awesome would it be to have a defensive stand and the score be lower? Just stay this low all game. Yeah. Rolling right, Johnson almost got him and he's thrown out of bounds. Greg Batson in on the stop. It's 4th down. Oh my goodness, it's like 4th and 6. So Yellow Jackets are going to have to send on the kicking unit to try to get points out of this drive with 3:56 to go here in the first. Yellow Jackets lead 7-0. Trojan defense, huge stand here to force a 3 and out. And then if we can block the kick, that'd be awesome too. With all the rain, the light shower that's been falling, and this grassy turf, who knows? Snap, kick is up. No good. No good. No good. It hit that tit over there where we may have been. In that end zone over there. I like that. So Trojan defense stands tall. The Yellow Jackets get no points. 3:32 to go in this first quarter. Yellow Jackets 7, Trojans 0. Thanks for being with us tonight on the broadcast. TheTrojanRadio.com.
That was a real needed stand. That really was. They need the motivation. They need the encouragement. And we need a night to have the points.
Absolutely. Trojans take over 1st and 10. All on the 20-yard line. Snap. Give. Walker had the ball. They tried some misdirection and some confusion, but doesn't work. So they lose a couple of yards back to it looks like it's back to the 17 or so. They have not updated the scoreboard yet. Oh, excuse me, the 18 now. 2nd and 12 upcoming for the Trojans. Number 8 for the Trojans, Jordan Bush. And he also complains about the band, and head ref runs over to talk to the coach and say, hey, make the band stop playing over there. You know, what's good for one horn players, good for another. Absolutely. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's right. All right, so everybody be quiet. That's one of the things I try to do when Trojans have the ball at Trojan Field. Quiet. Yeah. Don't play anything. Give them a chance to be able to hear what's going on, to make sure that as the Vuvuzelas start playing over there, make sure they have a shot. One receiver each side for Jordan Bush. There's a flag. The Yellow Jackets are pointing. And a couple of them on the defensive line are dancing around. So Trojans moved. So 2nd and 12 becomes 2nd and 17. Move the ball all the way back to our own 13-yard line as we move from right to left. Goodness. Bush makes a motion over to the head ref once again. There's a flag.
That'll be 15 yards unsportsmanlike.
So the head ref just went over to the head coach of the Yellow Jackets because he came out on the field yelling about something because Bush made a comment complaining about things. And so now the head coach of the Yellow Jackets is very animated and explaining things to the side judge as well as the head ref. And now the whole home side is making a lot of noise. My goodness. It's a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike, against the Yellow Jackets. They're still talking over there. I'm afraid they're going to throw him out.
Battle of the bands in South Georgia.
That's right.
And the Blue Jays.
He's still coming out on the field. He's out of the numbers now. Still pleading his case with the side judge. Unsportsmanlike against the Yellow Jackets. It'll be an automatic first down. No, it'll be close to a first down for the Trojans.
Jackets like our band. They're dancing to the music.
They sure are. Oh, it's 2nd and 2 now coming up for Lee County. Second and 2 now. One receiver near side. Flag will come in near side as well. Snap to Bush. Shovel pass. Running across the 30. It's a first down for the Trojans. Ball carrier that time was Canton Williams, number 4.
I'm clapping for that. That's good. That was good. The offense really needed that.
Absolutely.
Now they're fast back on the ball.
That's right. 2 receivers near side. Everybody's trying to get set. Everybody's moving around. Snap. Bush calls his own number. Pushing his way through the middle of the field. He's across the 40. And he was still trying to go, but couldn't quite get away from that last defender. He picked up 6 yards. 2nd and 4 now. Ball's up to the 39 of our very own with 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Jackets up 7-0 over the Trojans, but Trojans with the ball now, trying to make use of that unsportsmanlike penalty against the Yellow Jackets. It was 15 yards and we needed it, and we got it, and so now we're moving as much as we can. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Jordan Bush in at quarterback. Arnold in motion, moving near side. Snap. Ball. No, Bush with the ball. Bush tries to make something happen and does not. Third down now.
Probably no gain on that at all.
I'll say it looks like they might have taken a yard away.
Yeah.
Yep, they're calling it 3rd and 6 now.
You know, I think he may have seen something on the defensive end on this side because he had the ball in the handoff position and had to aggressively pull it out, and there's a 5-yard penalty.
The Yellow Jackets moved that time. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Move the ball from the 38. Waiting for him to come out. Putting the ball on the 43. 3rd and 1. Trojans moving from right to left.
And Dominic Ball just came into the game.
Directs them to Ball. Snap. Ball. Pushing through the line. Still pushing. They get across the 45 up to the 46. Another Lee County first down.
Very good. That was just strength on strength right there.
Ball can absolutely move that ball. The one thing that he, and as he checks out, the one thing that he reminds me of is some of the running backs, even Chroma, just churning and keeping moving those legs and feet to get through the line and pick up more positive yards. 1st and 10 Trojans now. Ball's on our own 46-yard line, moving right to left. There's 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. Snap. Bush is going to air it out. Going down the middle of the field. Upshaw. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, Upshaw had it in his hands and could not come up with it. Oh, man, we needed that one for sure.
You know, he saw it, he adjusted, and he just could not hold on to it.
He couldn't. Man, as the rain continues to fall here in Thomasville, it's 2nd and 10 now. The stadium announcer just made an announcement, said, y'all put them horns away, you can't play them. So no more vuvuzelas. 2nd and 10 Trojans. One receiver far side. Snap to Bush. Give to Kenton Williams, who's across the 45 out to close to the 50. Maybe the 49. So they're saying 3rd and 7, and that is the end of the first. That's end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play, Yellow Jackets 7, Trojans 0. Thanks for being with us tonight on the broadcast. TheTrojanRadio.com. Ryan Holt here with Drew Hewitt. Right outside the press box, sitting in the rain. Here in the Rose City.
For a team that scores 23.3 points on average for first quarter, 7 is a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Glad we'll take that. And the offense has had a couple of first downs now, building some momentum. Maybe they can continue that and get it on down the field and get some score on their own.
That's right. Well, it is like we said, coming into tonight's game with all of the offense that the Yellow Jackets bring with them, just to be able to hold them to 7 points is absolutely huge. And if offense can continue the momentum that they've had, I believe that 15-yard penalty changed the momentum, especially when they were told, y'all put them vuvuzelas away, you can't play them. The Georgia High School Association said, no, you may not. Right. And it has been a whole lot quieter over there on the other side.
One of the Jackets lined up with the Trojans and forgot that the quarter had changed.
Oh, my goodness, I missed that.
Had to jog over to get on the defensive side of the ball.
Trojans 3rd and 7, balls on our own 49-yard line. We're now moving from left to right. Start of the second quarter. Snap to Bush. Bush is going to call his own number. He's across the 50, hits a couple of defenders, and gets down inside the 50 to the 48-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Knight's going to come on and put it away. 4th and 4. 4th and 4 for the Trojans with 11:34 to go here in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets 7, Trojans 0.
And there's no one deep.
There is no one deep.
Well, the guy in the striped shirt. Yeah.
Well, I hope he's not playing for the other team tonight.
That would be helpful if he's not. This is interesting.
Knight standing back on his own 38-yard line. Going to punt this from left to right. Snap. It's a fake! Oh, they didn't get it. Oh, they didn't get it.
How did they know?
It was worth a shot. That was Trey Bush, number 3. Snapped the ball to him and was just 2 yards short. Oh, man. We needed that.
They knew that was coming.
They did. They absolutely did. Yeah, so now they get the ball on their own 48-yard line, moving from right to left.
What happened? We're going to punt again.
We're going to punt again. Fabrizio. So there was a penalty. It was 4th and 4. It's 4th and 9 now. So there was a movement penalty on the Trojans. Now somebody's back deep to receive. And Knight will kick this, attempt to kick it again. High snap. Knight gets it away. Beautiful kick. Well, rolls all the way down. It's down at, is it down to the 1? Yes! Down at the 1!
Well done.
Oh, my goodness. Amazing kick. Knight was over here between the 30 and 35, and he gets absolutely every bit out of that, and it continues to roll. Wayne County gets down and downs it at the 1. 10:59 to go here in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets back all the way up in their own territory. Here is a wonderful chance.
So the conspiracy theory is that tackle moved on purpose so that it was
for Bush and the Trojans. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Snap. My goodness, if we can get another TCC 14, Lee County 7. Yellow Jackets 2 receivers far side. Empty backfield for Johnson. Snap. Quick pass far side, caught. Tackled by Batson right over there after a pickup of maybe 3 or 4. That's what it looks like. The helmet came off.
one of the Trojan players, so he's coming out.
2nd and 6 upcoming now for the Yellow Jackets. The ball is on their own 38-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Snap to Johnson. Going to be another pass. Pass is it incomplete? They're going to say that was caught. It looked like he was trapped over there on that far side. So they're going to say Pringle caught it and picked up the first down. Ball is now out to their own 47-yard line as they move from right to left. 3 receivers near side. Snap. Quick pass. There's flags and whistles everywhere. They're going to call a procedure. False start on the Yellow Jackets.
Flags and whistles and no vuvuzels.
That's exactly right. None of those terrible horns. Yes. I'm glad Jordan Bush said something when he dang. And so now I think we got everything set once again. To 7 over the Trojans. Snap to Johnson. Looking to throw. Completed the pass far side. Got it to the midfield stripe. But there's still about 8 yards.
Possibly a hard count.
Watch the ball and try a hard count. Trojans don't move. And now the Yellow Jackets will take a timeout. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets 14, Trojans. Absolutely.
They haven't played a full game.
No, they haven't.
And the Trojans crank it up. I'm sure they get some inspiration at half. Right. And they come out and they execute on that. Now, this is a good team, so they'll have to really execute. But this is another odd formation for the punt. Make sure he had possession of the ball before he started trying to run. Right. So many times in a wet field and a wet ball like this, if you start trying to you're skirting up the outside and running fast, you can leave the ball there. He made sure that he had the ball and had it secured.
Absolutely.
That being said, another 10 yards would have been nice.
Absolutely. 3:52 to go here in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets 14, Trojans 7. Trojans with the ball now, 1st and 10. Ball's all the way back at the 13-yard line. 1 receiver each side this time for Jordan Bush. Snap, give. Cannon Williams trying to get through the line. Picks up 4, 5, maybe even 6 yards. Excuse me, that was Walker, number 7. Second and close to 6. Trojans burning time here. It's 3:18 to go in the second. Two receivers near side, one far side. Snap, quick pass, called far side. That's Upshaw. It's close to the first down. Waiting for the signal. Rolling the clock. Side judge. Nope, it is not third down. The side judge says it's first down. It is first down. Well, it is not third down, it is first down. They turned on that music and I was like, oh, turn it off. Turn it off, it's first down. Trojans, three receivers near side. The ball's on the 22-yard line. There's 2:45 to go here in the second quarter. Rolling right. Here's Shaw through it. Miscommunication with Upshaw. Ball falls incomplete near side.
Miscommunication and a lot of pressure. They really came through well in that time.
Stops the clock with 2:40 to go here before halftime. TCC 14, Lee County 7. I'm telling you, defensive battle. Nobody needs to score any more points except us.
That's right.
To be able to go ahead.
Dominic Ball just checked in.
Two receivers near side, one far side. Low snap. Jordan picks it up, heaves it down the middle of the field. Blackwell is right there, but it falls at his feet. It's third down now. Oh, goodness. It is third down now.
Now we get the music.
Yep.
They said they're going to bring some juice. That's nice.
The water was great that you bought earlier. I appreciate that. It's third down. Third and 10. The ball's on the 23-yard line. 2:36 to go before halftime. Yellow Jackets 14. Trojans 7. Two receivers near side, one far side. Snap. Bush is looking. Pass. Pass caught.
Incomplete. Looks like.
Yeah. Caught out of bounds. I heard some booing over there, and I thought they had signaled that he did catch it. But they're saying no. Upshaw caught it out of bounds.
I think they were just greeting him. I think that's all that was. But, yeah, that was close. But fourth and 10 on the 23.
So Knight will have to punt this away.
His last three punts have consistently moved back about 5 or 10 yards each time.
Knight gets the ball away as the raindrops continue to fall. The ball did hit the Yellow Jacket, but they're saying nope. So they down the ball at the 46-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, and that's where they'll set up shop first and 10. Nobody saw the ball hit the Yellow Jacket.
I guess those in striped shirts didn't see it, but they're looking at a lot of things.
They are,
and they really will. They have 22 young men out there to watch, and coaches and bands and vuvuzelas and all the things. A lot going on.
First and 10 Yellow Jackets, two receivers far side. Snap. Johnson looking to throw. There's plenty of holding going on all the time, but it's not called, and that pass falls incomplete. Receiver streaking down the middle of the field. So second and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. The ball is on their own 46-yard line. Fabrizio's out at the numbers, pleading his case to try to get a flag for all the holding that's happening that everybody sees in the stands, but has not been picked up yet. 2:17 to go here in the second quarter. Trojans trailing by 7. Two receivers each side for the Yellow Jackets this time. Snap to Johnson. Quick pass caught near side, steps out of bounds. Inside the 50 down to the Trojan 48-yard line. Stops the clock with 2:14 to go here before halftime. Yellow Jackets 14, Trojans 7. It's third down, 3rd and 4.
Again, all of these have been critical. When you're behind, they're all critical. Let's see how it happens here.
One receiver near side, two far side. Lawrence lined up to the right of Johnson. Lawrence moving left side now. Snap to Johnson, rolling right, rolling left, calls his own number, rolls over a couple of guys and tries to pick up the first down, and does. Inside the 45, down close to the 42-yard line as the rain comes down even harder. I didn't bring enough jackets with me this time. Two receivers near side and far side. Snap, Johnson. That pass incomplete. That ball popped out just as the receiver was trying to get to the ground. 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 2:03 to go here before halftime. Jackets with a 14-7 lead over the Trojans. Same set as before. Snap to Johnson. Under some pressure. There we go. They sacked all the way back at the 49-yard line. Greg Batson and company in saying, yes, sir. You may sit down now. 3rd and 20.
That is a good defensive stand. That's very good. Now, if you can continue to do that, there's a flag that just got thrown. Or scramble another play. Yeah, you can do that.
Play clock down to 5. And there is the other timeout. So the Yellow Jackets will stop the clock with 14-7. Yellow Jackets on top, 14-7 over the Trojans of Lee County. I'm waiting for that rain to stop any time. Yeah, so we can uncover all this equipment. Maybe I could use the umbrella. Just to tell everybody listening at home or wherever you happen to be listening to, I bought a jacket because I thought, hey, I can use the jacket. Well, I use the jacket to cover up the equipment, so it'll be fine. The Yellow Jackets are going to punt this away with 52 seconds to go. Trey Bush back deep to receive. Snap. Kick is away. High kick. I'll take a bounce at the 40. Bush is going to catch it and step out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. So the Trojans will have 44.3 seconds to work with here in the second quarter.
Good things can happen.
Absolutely.
Good things can happen.
I'm telling you, flip into the field like Upshaw did earlier.
That's right.
Just run it right down the sidelines. Tied up. Wouldn't that be something? Tied at halftime.
That would be.
Here in Thomasville.
All right, let's see what the offense brings.
3 receivers far side. Snap, Jordan Bush looking. He's got all day, and he's going to be sacked back at the 30. Ran into his own guy trying to get around and cannot. So he's sacked. Trojans can't stop the clock because we already burned all our timeouts. 25 seconds to go. Trojans not in any hurry to get set. 20 seconds now. Snap. Looking to throw. Sacked again. 12 seconds. I think they're just going to let the clock. Still, one of the Trojans still on the field. They're just letting the clock run. And that's halftime.
That's one of the offensive linemen.
I'm really surprised, though, that when one of the linemen went down, that they didn't stop the clock and wait for him to be tended to before they just ran it at halftime. I mean, it was odd. Typically, that's what you do. You stop the clock, you check on the player, and then we still have 5 or 10 seconds left.
I think they wanted to get in because it was raining on them.
I guess so. But goodness. Well, it's halftime here in Thomasville. The Rose City is the rainy city tonight as the bands trying to see what the plan is. It does look like that the bands, the percussion from both bands will be lined up over there on the track, and maybe there'll be a drum off. We shall see. back here at the Jackets Nest in Thomasville. It's halftime. The percussion groups from both bands have performed, and now it sounds like the sousaphones are going to perform here on the Lee County side. I was wondering what that was. B-29's coming in. That's what Eugene Wild, my band director, used to say. I like a bunch of, well, he would make some other comments about what it sounded like was going on, but then it sounded like B-29. Halftime here in Thomasville, Thomas County Central of 14-7 over Lee County. And I want to talk some college football because there's an important game going on for you right now, but then for a lot of people in the South, maybe in the country, there's a big game going on in Athens tomorrow. Athens, Georgia. Yeah. And there's going to be light. That's what I've heard as well. There's something about a blackout. Yeah. I'm anxious to see that. I am really curious to see how all of that turns out. The game of interest for you, Florida State has traveled up to Charlottesville and it's playing in Virginia tonight. And I was very surprised to see the score was tied at 21. Yeah. I really thought that it would not be tied, to be honest. The game was in the third quarter, according to the fine folks at ESPN. So I'm sure they will. I'm interested to see if Chroma, if he hasn't already been in, he will be in and change some things up. He has been in. He's in 3 or 4 carries. Okay. Tonight, so good. Didn't have a score, didn't break anything long, but he has been in it. And had just a couple, 2 or 4 carries. Some other games of note on Saturday, Georgia Tech knocked off Clemson recently. They're traveling up to take on Wake Forest. That's tomorrow. Of course, the game that many people are looking for or very interested in, that Georgia game tomorrow. Looking to see what time the kickoff was. 7:30. Yep. So that will be a big game. I was really surprised, though. You know, they talked about. They were surprised that College Game Day wasn't going there. But, you know, they have their own choices about what they want to do and various things. So Georgia hosting number 5 Georgia hosting number 17 Alabama in Athens at Sanford Stadium tomorrow. 7:30 kickoff tomorrow night on ABC. And if you are going, then you must have deep pockets. That's for sure. Whoa. Some of those tickets were super expensive. Well, a lot of them are super expensive. But did you see that when you bought those? I'm cheap. No. Oh, okay. I've been accused of squeaking when I walk, so give me these tickets. All Malone, Georgia Southern at James Madison on 1:30 kickoff on ESPN. They are traveling to Virginia. Of course, we got tons of other games that are going on. Of course, Auburn and College Station. I'll go mention that. I was about to say Auburn at number 9, Texas A&M 3:30 kick tomorrow. You got LSU at Ole Miss. Of course, if you are into any other conferences, there's plenty of other things to watch as well. Number 18 Vandy hosting Utah State. 12:45 kick on SEC Network tomorrow. So, it's going to be interesting to see how Oregon at Penn State